we are going to take a quick pause as we get ready for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition, on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV 9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun and entertainment. WTOV 9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV 9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program. The Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops is sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, WVU Medicine, American Consolidated Natural Resources, The Health Plan, and Presley Hearing Center.
Welcome back into the Buckeye 8 Girls Championship between Indian Creek and Union Local. We're expecting a really exciting game, one that we saw actually at this exact same time last year, Rich, with Indian Creek grabbing a 4-point win. And they're getting ready to introduce the team, so we're going to take a look at our starting rosters for this afternoon. Rich?
Yeah, for Indian Creek, number 1, Cadence Walker. Number 3, Gabby Taylor. Number 4, Gracie Wiley. Number 5, Riley Sadler. And number 10, Gracie Kleinsmith. And for the Union Local Jets, number 2, Allie Kellaway. Number 21, Amira Saunders. Number 22, Lankin Vinskovich. Number 23, Maya Martin. And number 30, Delaney Butler.
And Rich, as we've already said twice in this, these two teams met for the Buckeye 8 championship last year. Union Local grabbed a Indian Creek grabbed a 50-46 win in that championship last year. I talked to head coach Scooter Tolster from Union Local the other day. I said, is this something you remind the girls? He goes, oh yeah, we've talked about it.
I think they've watched a few film on it.
Yes. Indian Creek comes into this one with a 13-2 record. Union Local 15-1, and this one isn't just big for who's going to be the Buckeye 8 champion, because at the end of the day, OVACs is right around the corner, and between Indian Creek, Union Local, and Edison, the winner of this game could very well end up with a home game in OVACs, and you know how big that is at this point in the
Right,
year.
it's important to get a high seed for the OVACs, and then down the line, it's important to see who's going to be a high seed in the sectionals when the higher playoffs start.
It's kind of, I feel like it snuck up on me when they mentioned OVAC, so I was like, oh my goodness, we're
coming,
halfway through January.
It's getting there.
But a lot of good games between these teams in the past, and we are expecting another one this afternoon. As we said, Union Local, as they're being introduced right now, the Jets 15-1 coming into this one. They lost at Monroe Central recently, just by 2 points. Coach Scooter Tolsta said they got in a lot of foul trouble that game. So he said keeping out of the foul trouble while being aggressive defensively is going to be a huge key in this game this afternoon.
Yeah, I think for Indian Creek, we're going to have to see how they can control the big trees in the middle. Saunders and Vinskovich, they're like over 6 foot. I don't think Creek has a player over 6 foot. So Creek basically has 5 guards playing, so we're going to see how this plays out.
Somebody we did not see in this game last year was Gabby Taylor. She is the senior point guard for Indian Creek. Missed a majority of last season with an ACL injury. Has really worked her way back. You can see she's wearing a knee brace, but has had a really great comeback for senior season.
She's been through a lot. Tough girl.
Off the tip, ball goes to the Jets, and they will control the first possession of this Buckeye championship rematch.
Indian Creek in a man-to-man, and they get the steal.
Nice steal there coming from Cadence Walker. She is able to go all the way to the bucket and finish there. She is the leading scorer for the Redskins this season, so I expect to see a lot of her.
Play a zone trap here.
They figured that one out fast. Amira Saunders.
And that's the way you beat it, by passing the ball down the floor.
We saw the Jets about a month ago in the Sam Andy Classic, and that was a big coming out party for Amira Saunders, and Coach says she has played at a high level since that game.
Yeah, they are very tough underneath.
Oh, that was an excellent shot. That was Walker yet again, gets the floater to go. We're seeing no lack of offense early in this one.
Yeah, Creek in a zone press here, trying to get Union Local to go in a corner where they can trap them.
Coach Steve F. said they'll play a little bit of both, but he's been really impressed with their man defense. So I think once we see the half-court defense, we'll see a lot of man-to-man from the Redskins in this one.
That's what Creek has to do right there, get on the offense or the defensive board and make sure they get the rebounds. Don't give Union Local too many second and third chances.
Especially when, as you mentioned, there's a bit of a height differential between the two teams.
Yeah, you could just see it. Creek, though, are pretty quick.
Nice steal there. That one's from Maya Martin. Brings it back down, passes it out to a name we'll likely hear a lot about this afternoon, Lakin Vinskovich. She misses a shot.
Ooh.
Nice put back there by
How'd that not go in?
Yeah, it seems like there was something in that hoop that was not allowing that one to go in.
Creek is a very sound basketball team. They've made very few mistakes. They're a good passing team, good screening team. It's just a solid team.
As you can see, we mentioned Gabby Taylor having a good comeback season. Gets into a little bit of defensive trouble in that one as the Jets are able to take the ball back. So they look to get something set up. This is the team that likes to run and gun a lot, so.
Yeah, right there, the girl, all she had to do was step out one more step and give her like a hook pass. Instead, she tried to do it on a bad angle, and she threw it out of bounds. But on that skip pass down underneath, you have to step out a little bit on the wing where you can get a better angle.
Indian Creek back with the ball with the 4-2 lead early in this one. That's Taylor playing point right now. Gets it out to Cadence Walker, who, as we mentioned, is leading the Redskins in scoring this year. She's somebody that Coach Suter Tulsa said they had to keep an eye on. Great shot there, even with some hands in her face.
Creek in his zone trap again. Again, they're trying to get the ball to the sidelines where they can trap.
Rich, if I've learned anything from you this year, it's don't get caught on the sideline, don't get caught in the corner.
Do not. Keep the ball away from those. Good job again by Creek, only giving Union Local one shot.
And that was Walker coming up with a rebound there. Taylor trying to create some space as the Redskins look to set up something. Thought they might get the foul call there. That was Gracie Kleinsmith.
Yeah, sometimes when you have height, you think, you got the height, but if you have guards on the other team, that height has to guard little guards. So the height advantage is taken away by the quickness on the other team.
And then also the chance that you might be able to get a ball swatted down and get a hand in somebody's face. Wide open shot there from Delaney Butler. That is off the mark, but it looks like it will stay with the Jets. Goes off a Redskin.
Creek doing
will throw it in.
Yeah, Creek doing a pretty good job so far on the rebounding. They can't give Union Local second and third chances.
Oh, that one goes
just
off the
unforced
sideline.
there. Yeah, that drives the coach nuts there.
Taylor will bring it down the court for Indian Creek. 6-2, just about 3.5 minutes into this one. So early on, but both teams looking pretty solid so far.
Yeah, Creek, like I say, they're a good passing team. They take their time. They usually take good shots. They're a kind of team. It's hard to put them away. It's hard to get a big lead on them because they're just so solid in all categories. Very well coached.
This is also something we've seen That's Kleinsmith with the shot. Rebound by Vinskevich. A lot of teams we see in the high school level like to run and gun.
Yeah, see, there's another unforced there. Scooter's going to have a heart attack over there. I could just see him. He's like, what are we doing? No one's guarding us, and we're throwing the ball away. The thing about Union Local, I like their two bigs. They can handle the ball. They're almost like big guards. And that's why I say they can dominate.
As long as they're not having those unforced errors.
Yeah, right.
That'll get you every time.
Yeah.
Oh, got into a tough spot there. Turnover for the Redskins. That ball is picked up.
Nice defense.
By Allie Kellaway.
Yeah. I think he's going to call a jump ball on that. Let's see.
So we take a look at the WVU Medicine replay on this one.
No, they're going to give it to Creek. That was a great defensive play.
I was going to say, when I saw it the first time through, I thought that might have been a foul, but on the replay, that was all ball.
Yeah. I think the one official had a jump ball, and the other one, he said, I saw it clearly. So,
Rich, we've been sitting through quite a few referee conversations.
Yeah, I like when they make a decision and go right or wrong.
Like that.
Right or wrong, let's go. Get it. Don't have too many conferences. We're in high school, we don't have the replay, so nice shot.
That's Gracie Kleinsmith, the sophomore. This is her first year starting. She came off the bench a lot for the Redskins last year, but now part of that starting five. Really nice drive and floater.
Okay, a great start for Steve Epps and his Creek girls. They've done a really good job.
Oh, I thought Martin might take that one. Gets it into Vinskevich. Off the mark, but Saunders is there for
that's what they have to guard against, that second chance. And Saunders, man, she could get 1,000,000 points on her there.
She's averaging 14.5 points per game and 7 rebounds.
And she gets a lot of rebounds.
That was a nice drive there by Riley Sadler. Had to kick it back out. No foul called on that one, and they will go back to Union Local.
Yeah, Creek's in a position if they run their offense, it's real nice. Take open shots, and they have to hit a few of those to stay in this game.
Indian Creek with the 8-4 lead. We've got 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter of this Buckeye 8 championship. Pretty good way to spend a Saturday evening, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't snow on the way down, which we always love.
I hope it don't snow on the way home.
I was checking. It looks like we'll be okay.
Okay, good.
That shot missed by Saunders.
Good defense. Nice defense.
That was excellent defense. They're going to say that went off Cadence Walker there last, so ball goes back down to Union Local.
Yeah, right there. Cadence was a 1-on-4. She should have pulled up and started the offense. You could see she ran into trouble because the girl came in behind her. When you don't have numbers on the fast break, pull the ball out. If you have the numbers, go ahead.
Indian Creek pulls back into that half-court defense there. Shot just a bit off the mark. They just let it roll out of bounds. We'll go back down Indian Creek's way.
I think Scooter's had enough. He's going to talk to him.
Yeah, quick timeout here called by Union Local. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back in just a few.
My name is Mike Scheel, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon with WVU Medicine at Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So we have a unique opportunity here at Reynolds to work with the ROSA surgical robot. The results have been amazing. We can really predict what your alignment is going to be, what your tracking is going to be, what your range of motion is going to look like before we ever cut you. The results for patients have been outstanding.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
Welcome back to the Echo Center here on the campus of Ohio University Eastern in Belmont County. We are just about past the midway point of the first quarter here in this Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. Indian Creek with the 8-4 lead on Union Local so far, Rich.
Yeah, Jimmy, it's just, I know everybody at WTOV and every coach and player in the Valley, we want to wish the best for our dear friend Joe Dunleavy, who's going through a tough time.
Sending all the good thoughts out to Coach D. We've been thinking about you and praying for you.
He's the face of Ohio Valley basketball.
Looks like they're going to call that a defensive.
That might be.
That's on Ellie Greenwood. She is a sophomore guard who just checked in.
That might be the first foul of the game.
I believe it was.
Yeah. I see a one up there. That's it.
That's my kind of game.
Yeah. Creek being patient, getting a good shot.
Nice kick out to Klein Smith, but that one.
Yeah, good box out there, and here come the Jets.
Oh, really nice play by Cadence
Another
Walker.
ill-advised pass.
Really nice play by Walker there.
I think Scooter just set the record for most two hands on the head in one quarter. Gabby, just off. Over the top, yeah.
Ball's going to stick with Union Local.
I guarantee you this is the first time, I'm going to take a wild guess, that they've only scored 4 points in a quarter all year.
You know what? It is interesting this one. I was doing the math, which is never great, but Indian Creek's only been giving up 27 points per game. Union Local's only been giving up 29.
They are solid, and when I say they're well coached, look at the fouls. They don't foul nobody hardly.
Yes.
That's a big item.
Yes, we've seen a relatively, at least foul-wise, clean game so far.
I mean, they're not going to have the other team in a bonus for sure. This is where they can hurt them underneath.
Oh, nice move by Vince Kavinchki. Hit the finish on that one.
Creek is doing a great job of crashing the boards. They're smaller, but if you crash the boards with all 5 of your players, you got a shot. Nice shot. Oh, just couldn't hit it.
Klein Smith, rebound goes to Union Local. All of their points have been scored by Amira Saunders so far.
Nice pass.
She's going to add 2 more on that
one. Beautiful pass from Maya Martin. A baseball pass down the floor. Hit Saunders. Beautiful.
Got about 21 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Drive. That was Gabby.
Yeah.
Gabby Taylor looking for a hopefully a block there, but was not able to get the call.
I think it stays with Creek. It was off. I believe it was off Union Local.
Yep, staying with Creek.
So they're going to run an out of bounds play here. See if they can get a quick 2. 14 seconds to go.
Creek with the 2-point lead right now. As Rich mentioned, about 14 seconds remaining here in this first quarter of play. Oh, I was going to say, if she gets that was impressive. Under 5 seconds, see if Union Local can get a shot off.
Got to shoot it.
Ooh. Oh, I thought that one. From our angle, that looked pretty good. 8-6 Indian Creek over Union Local after one of this Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a few.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
Here, we go further to keep medicine close to home by surrounding you with a team of experts and surrounding our region with the highest level of care, with the world's latest treatments and breakthroughs that change the odds. Because in medicine, we find a way. We go as far as it takes to help the people right here.
When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and flooding. Stay one step ahead by downloading the WTOV weather app. Plus, you can always stream News 9 and the Severe Weather Team live. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere. The Bordas and Bordas High School Hoops is sponsored by Bordas and Bordas, WVU Medicine, American Consolidated Natural Resources, The Health Plan, and Presley Hearing Center.
Bordas and Bordas High School Hoops. It's the Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. Indian Creek with the 8-6 lead on Union Local. Amira Saunders with all 6 points for the Jets. Meanwhile, Gracie Kleinsmith has 2 for the Redskins. Cadence Walker has 6.
Yeah, great job, Steve F. and his girls on defense. 6 points for Union Local. See if they can get their offense in and out. See if get their offense going. Get some other girls involved in the scoring besides Saunders.
Both of these teams very defensive-minded, so I'm not shocked at the low score so far in this game.
It's tough to get off a good shot. You got to really work for it. I mean, there hasn't been too many open looks. There's one right there. Boom, that's what they got to do.
Butler say it was a 3.
Yep,
they did.
Yep.
That gives Union Local the 9-8 lead. I believe their first lead at the beginning. No, they led at the beginning. Cadence Walker running the offense now, gets it out to Gabby Taylor. Kick goes back to Walker in the corner. That one's a little strong. Rebound is pulled in by Delaney Butler as the Jets bring it back down, looking to add on to the 1-point lead they currently have.
Yeah, they're trying to get this offense a little more active. Maybe get Vinskovich in the offense a little more. Like that right there. They got to get her involved. You can't have a girl like her and have her not scoring any points.
She just hit her 1,000th career point earlier this month against Indian Valley, so very impressive career for Lake and
I think at the quarter, Coach Scooter and the coaches all got together and said, hey, guys, we got to score. Oh, that's the foul on Saunders, I believe. 22, yeah.
Oh, 22 is going to be on Vinskovich.
Or Vinsko, I'm sorry.
Yep. First foul of the quarter. Oh, nice screen there.
Nice, beautiful.
I say she had a wide open look at that. It was a nice inbounds play. That was Gabby Taylor on the 3.
Good out of bounds play. Usually when a girl takes the ball out of bounds, that's the girl that's going to get the ball to shoot. That's what happened there.
Saunders makes a move there, kicks it back out.
Oh, an offensive foul.
Offensive.
And I believe, that's just one on her.
Offensive charge. I believe that is her first.
I tell you, it's tough with a girl like her to stand in front of her and get mauled.
Here's a look at your WVU Medicine replay on that one.
Look at beautiful. Yeah, you can't be afraid to take the charge.
All knotted up here at 11.
Creek a little deliberate, just trying to get a good shot, that's all.
They are taking their time, as we mentioned.
Yeah,
we see a lot of offenses that just run the court. They are taking the time to set up this half-court offense.
If you watch them, they're all moving. They pass and move. There's a good cut.
Ooh, that was a really nice block there.
Good offenses, everybody's moving all the time, and that's what Creek does. They pass the ball, and then they move. They don't stand still and dribble. That's the best defense you could have.
Butler got an excellent hand on that ball.
Another out-of-bounds play here, 1-4. They're lined up 4 across the baseline. Probably set a pick here.
See if they do something similar to what they did last time.
Yeah, try to get Gabby loose in the corner.
She goes to Walker as they slow down a little bit, see what they can get set up.
Say they got to keep moving. Don't dribble too much.
Get it back to the top of the key. Cadence Walker, see what she can get done. Makes a few spin moves, dishes it out to Taylor. Defense is on them. That's
nice
Klein
job.
Smith.
Took their time.
Gets that one to go.
That's the way you run your offense. Sometimes when you run the offense, when you make 4 or 5 passes, you think you have to shoot. No, run it until you get an open shot.
5th points of the day for the sophomore. Union Local looking to see what they can do offensively. Just held to 11 points so far in this one, almost halfway through the second quarter.
Trying to get the ball underneath. There it is.
Got the double team on
And
Vinskovich.
she'll shoot too.
She is able to get the draw the foul.
If you can get the ball to her underneath, when she goes up, whether it's a foul or not, it's probably going to get called.
So she will head to the American Consolidated Natural Resources free throw line. These are first free throws of the game, huh?
Yeah. I say both teams are playing good defense. They're not reaching. They're not banging into one another.
She gets the first one to go. We'll get a chance at number 2 here in just a few.
Yeah, she's picking up, like I say, that's her third point of the quarter. First quarter, she was scoreless. And you can see Union Locals picked it up on offense.
2 for 2 from the American Consolidated Natural Resources free throw line. And Saunders.
Oh.
Saunders looks to be in a bit of pain.
I don't know what happened there. Oh, boy.
We are going to take a quick timeout as they attend to her down on the court.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
Welcome back to the Echo Center here on Ohio University Eastern's campus. As you can see, Amira Saunders being carried after the court after going down after that free throw. Was not able to put any weight on her leg. We're not going to show that replay, but we are sending our best to Amira Saunders. That did not look great.
Yeah, you hate to see that. She's in severe pain, and I don't know if we have a replay or not. I think she just turned whatever. I don't think she got hit.
I think it might have been coming down.
Yeah, she might have just came down wrong.
Yeah, so.
But, oh, man, I hate to see that. Hate to see that. Such a good player.
Great player, very aggressive, just a weird-looking play there, so we sent her our best. Got 4:40 remaining here in the first half of this one. Indian Creek with a 14-13 lead. Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. We're always happy to be back here at the Echo Center.
I think scoring-wise, another... You got to be careful there. That's an unforced turnover. Got the ball stolen. See if Union Local can rally around Saunders being out. Somebody's got to step up. Creek playing really good defense.
Very, very good defense.
I like it that they don't reach. Very, very fundamentally sound.
They're making Union Local really slow things down on offense, which as a team that likes to move fast, that can be very frustrating.
Look, good shot. They're playing good help defense.
Vinskovich decides
nice.
It's her time to just do it herself.
Yeah. Like I say, she's going to have to do the bulk of the scoring now with Saunders out of the game.
Yes, Ellie Greenwood now in. She is a sophomore guard. Something Scooter Tulsa told me, yes, they've got the height advantage, but he needs their guards to play well to have any shot in this one. That's even more so important now with Saunders being out.
Creek still has to be patient. Nice pass underneath and a foul. Nice job. It was a good pass by Gabby underneath, good bounce pass. And with Saunders being out of there, now they can attack underneath, maybe on the opposite side of where Vinskovich is.
Free throw line is sponsored by American Consolidated Natural Resources. You can apply today at acnrinc.com. Gets that one to go, and we are back to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, I think.
No, tied up. I think they got the. Oh no, 1 point lead.
16-15. Right. Yeah, I think Coach F's. You got to be thrilled with this. You want a low-scoring game. That's what you want. And that's because they're patient on offense and their defense has been outstanding. See the good help defense there. They help. When a girl gets beat, the other girl helps. Yeah, there it is. Great job of defense. Great job of defense there by Cadence Welker. She stopped the driver and got a travel out of it. Great defense.
And Union Local is going to take a timeout here with 3 minutes left in this first half. Indian Creek with 16-15 lead in this one so far. And as we mentioned, what's probably going to be a very big storyline for the remainder of this game is junior Amira Saunders went down with an injury just a few minutes ago. Could not put weight on her ankle, so had to be taken off the court. I do not think we will be seeing any more of her today.
We just hope she's, somehow it's not real serious and she can at least play the rest of the year. They got a lot of games to play yet, but
absolutely. And as we mentioned, the sophomore guard Ellie Greenwood came in for this one. Definitely a lot of a height difference there. Saunders is a 6-footer. Greenwood is just a guard. So you are going to definitely see, if you are trying to get in the paint, I think they're going to be looking at Lakin Vinskovich a lot more throughout the rest of the afternoon.
And Lakin has to take charge on both ends of the floor. She has to be more active offensively and be the underneath so they can't drive.
Indian Creek back with the ball. They do have the 1-point lead in this one. Setting up that offense. It has been mainly run by Cadence Walker, leading the team in scoring so far in this game.
Creek's hard to guard because like I said before, they throw the ball and then they cut. They don't stand still.
A lot of movement.
Boom, they move the ball. Move the ball. There's a cutter. You miss the cutter, go back. Just keep running the offense until you get a breakdown in the defense. Keep running.
And that's what they're doing. Union Local playing some tough defense, though. As you can see, the longer you're holding the ball, the better the defense is looking. Gabby Taylor kind of juggled it there. She may have had that open shot.
Don't have to force it. Take your time.
As Ali Kellaway gets a hand in there.
I think Coach S would be thrilled with a 1-point game at halftime. 2:10 to go. I think if he can keep this game under 20 for the half, be ecstatic.
Rich, as a baseball guy, did you like low-scoring games or high-scoring games?
I like the ones when we won.
I was like a good defensive battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just each game's different. And
Smith with the putback there for 2.
But you asked me, I like a 2-1 to 1-0 game.
Yeah, I like it.
It's quicker.
I like a defensive battle.
Yeah,
That's
it's quick.
here.
It's quick. It's sharp. Those games that are 11-10, they last for 4 hours. You're hungry.
As Delaney Butler gets a little bit of space there, but off the mark on the shot.
I say Creek really doing a job on defense. If they win this game, it's going to be because of defense. They're limiting them to one shot, and it's usually a bad shot. Nice.
Here's Walker. She's got a good drive and spin move. Just
got a little off balance there.
Well, Greenwood looking for some space. He gets the ball off of her hip, has to pass it back out. That's Maya Martin. Rebound there from Greenwood.
They didn't get the rebound there, but they got the turnover. So
under a minute now remaining here in this first half. Indian Creek with the 18-15 lead.
Whoa. Good timeout by Coach F.
Draw something up here. You got 48 seconds left if you want the last shot.
Yeah.
Head into half with at least a 3-point lead.
The way they're running their offense, they could do it. You can see why Creek is such a hard team to play. They don't have any 6'3" girls. They don't have any, superstars. But I'll tell you what, they are solid as it comes.
We got Lakin Vinskovich with 6 points for the Jets. Meanwhile, Gracie Kleinsmith has 7 for the Redskins. So those are the two leading their teams in scoring currently. As we mentioned, pretty low scoring affair in this one. But looking at the numbers from this year, it's not necessarily surprising considering the fact Indian Creek's only given up 27 points per game, and Union Local's only given up 29.
Well, I heard from a dear friend of mine, Coach Perkins from Toronto, and he knows Coach Epps real well. He says he pounds defense into the girls, and you could see it.
Yes.
They're fundamentally sound.
Absolutely.
They don't commit fouls. They have one foul, maybe 2 fouls the whole game. So the other team's not going to the line a whole lot. And they're running a nice offense. Let's see if they run it down. Unless they get a layup
nice
like
move
that. They are playing textbook basketball.
I was going to say, Kleinsmith's having herself a really nice first half.
See, now right here with the next couple fouls, you can foul and run some time off the clock if you're Creek. Foul them. If you foul them, it's okay because they're not going to be shooting the bonus.
Creek bench wanted the travel there, no call. Under 10. Union Local looks to get the last shot.
Yeah, forced the shot.
Strong on that one.
And that'll end the half. Beautiful, beautiful half.
Throw one up, you never know.
Oh!
Ooh. Halftime here at the Echo Center at Ohio University Eastern. Indian Creek with the 20-15 lead on Union Local in this Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have highlights from the first half.
I'm Colton McKivitz. Growing up in the Ohio Valley, playing for WVU, and now playing ball as a pro, I know how important it is to have sports medicine experts you can count on. WVU Medicine's sports medicine team helps athletes of all ages prevent injuries, recover safely, and get back in the game stronger than ever. From youth leagues to weekend warriors, they're committed to keeping our community moving and performing at its best. WVU Medicine, keeping quality care close to home.
When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and flooding. Stay one step ahead by downloading the WTOV weather app. Plus, you can always stream News 9 and the Severe Weather Team live. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere. News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
Halftime here at the Echo Center at Ohio University Eastern. Indian Creek with a 20-15 lead on Union Local in this Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. And there was a lot of defense to look at in the first half, though we did get some good shots. This halftime highlights brought to you by the Health Plan. As you can see, Indian Creek was able to jump out to an early lead in this one. Cadence Walker getting some of the first points, but Walker has gotten a lot of help also from the sophomore Gracie Kleinsmith. Union Local staying in it though. Mira Saunders comes up with the first 6 points of the half before going down with an injury. Lakin Vinskovich also able to pick up 6 points in the first half. But as we said, this one was a defensive battle. You saw a decent amount of baskets from both teams. But again, this one all about the defense as Indian Creek holds the 20-15 lead. That is the halftime highlights brought to you by the Health Plan. Here for you, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk to the Buckeye 8 commissioner about this game and this season.
When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and flooding. Stay one step ahead by downloading the WTOV weather app. Plus, you can always stream News 9 and the Severe Weather Team live. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
Welcome back to the Buckeye 8 Girls Championship game. Indian Creek with a 20-15 lead over Union Local. We're joined by Don Cash. He is the Buckeye 8 commissioner. Don, I always love this weekend. I always think this is a great game. Second straight year of Indian Creek and Union Local. How much fun is today? I know this isn't the only game. You guys have a full slate of games throughout the day.
It's a lot of fun. We've tweaked our league quite a bit to the point of where we got north and south. We set up a tiebreaker system, and it came into effect this year, mostly at the bottom, but still came into effect. Obviously, the two best teams in the league right now are playing. We're 20-15, so hopefully the girl from UL Saunders girls okay, because she's a difference maker for sure.
Yes.
And everything's really good. The Echo Center's wonderful. This venue's really turned.
Yeah, you've done a great job with that Buckeye 8. Done a great job putting it all together, and then having a venue like this. I mean, this is fabulous. I think if you haven't been here, you got to come here and see this. But you have the girls game this week, and then boys next week.
Boys next week, and it's still not finalized. The championship game is finalized.
Yeah.
It's going to be Beaver and Cambridge. But on down, we still got some wins and losses to take care of. And
what I like
out.
is all the teams get a chance to play, right?
Right. And that was the goal.
How can you say the Buckeye, you mentioned all the changes that came into play this year, but how much this has developed and how popular this has gotten just to come out here these 2 weekends and be able to enjoy this basketball?
Well, it was a challenge. I just started my third year, and to get the ADs to row all in the same direction. Yeah. And I've said this every time I think I've talked to people. Football was always the issue, and we've got it squared away. This coming season, we're all squared away. And I think one of the biggest things that tells us we're doing the right thing is we're being approached by schools from outside who now want to join our league. Yeah. And I'm not saying we're ready to do that yet, but that's a good indication we're doing the right thing.
And I think what you've got in all sports now, you've got teams that are close enough, they should be playing one another.
Absolutely.
And with this Buckeye 8, they have to play one another.
Right.
So that's a huge thing, because if you're 5 miles away from another school, you should be playing them if they're even close to your size.
You would think.
All right. Well, Don, thank you so much. We're having a blast here today. Thank you for having us. We're going to take one more quick break.
I appreciate you guys coming here. Looking forward to having you here again next weekend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Donnie, great.
We'll be right back.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your FutureCast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition, on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV 9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun, and entertainment. WTOV 9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV 9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
The clock is ticking down on halftime here at the Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. Indian Creek with the 20-15 lead over Union Local. And as the seasons are starting to come up to the end of the regular season, both these teams, neither of them has a very, very easy road to hoe. The Union Local Jets at East Liverpool, then at John Marshall, and then they play Steubenville. So a tough couple of games for the Jets, and it's not getting any easier for Indian Creek, who plays Steubenville, at Bel Air, and at John Marshall. So these ladies are going to be walking away from this game and still got a lot to do before they get to OVACs.
This is great. You have an in-season tournament here at the Buckeye 8. Then you got the OVACs. Then you got the sectionals. So it's pretty neat toward the end of the year. That's what you play all year for, to advance at the end of the year or to win a championship at the Buckeye 8 or OVAC.
If you're a basketball fan, this is a fantasy for you. We're going to take one more quick break. We're going to have second half action coming your way in just about 2 minutes.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and flooding. Stay one step ahead by downloading the WTOV weather app. Plus, you can always stream News 9 and the Severe Weather Team live. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
The Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops is sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, WVU Medicine, American Consolidated Natural Resources, The Health Plan, and Presley Hearing Center.
Welcome back to the Echo Center here at Ohio University Eastern. Buckeye 8 Girls Championship action. Indian Creek with a 20-15 lead on Union Local. A very defensive first half, but I think something that's going to make a big difference in the second half. We will not be seeing Mira Saunders, who went down with an injury for Union Local. Has not come back out on the bench, could not put weight on her legs. So, Rich, I think Union Local is going to have to be making some big changes to their offensive.
Yeah, they have to have some girls step up and have to get some scoring. She was a scorer, so they need somebody to pick up the slack.
That's Maya Martin.
And there it is right
there. There you go. Maya Martin picking up a big three there. She actually leads the team in assists, so she's not one that necessarily shoots a ton. That makes it 22-18, as we mentioned, just kicking off the second half here. Of a very two defensive-minded teams. You definitely saw that in the first 16 minutes of play.
Yeah, Creek has to continue, no matter what, has to continue to play their style of the game. Their style is a little slow down, run your offense, run some time off the clock, shorten the game, get good shots like that one.
It's a drive there from Klein Smith, the sophomore. She is leading the Redskins in scoring this afternoon.
Again, I'll mention that defense for the Creek. Usually you don't see girls play great man-to-man defense. They do. They help out a lot. When one girl gets beat, the other girl steps in and helps. And they force turnovers. I'll bet you, I'm thinking Union Local probably has 8 to 10 turnovers caused by the Creek defense.
Yeah, that last turnover, just a little too much zing on that pass inside. That was looking for Lakin Vinskovich. Start to play some more of a trap right there.
Yeah, they tried to trap her outside with, and there goes Gabby. Ooh, almost got the end one.
She's able to draw the foul. I believe that will be on Maya Martin. So you can take a look at the WVU Medicine replay there. Yep. WVU Medicine leading healthcare here and everywhere.
No, Gabby had the open lane, and that's what you're supposed to do. Be aggressive.
She connects on the first one from the American Consolidated Natural Resources free throw line. You can apply today at acnrinc.com. It's the second one to go.
Tell you what, Creek gets this lead. You know what they're going to do. They're going to pull that. They're going to pull the ball out and just take time off the clock.
That's what I think Union Local Scooter Tolston knows. Offense has to really pick it up here in the next
they do. Yeah,
couple of minutes.
Scoring 15 points and a half is not going to get it.
Ellie Greenwood trying to find somebody open. She's able to find. Shot off the top of the key, but rebound goes right back to Union Local.
Nice pass underneath. Nice move. And they're going to call a two-shot foul.
Vinskevich draws the foul on that one. See if we can take a look on the replay, WVU Medicine replay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Got her on the
we
arm.
didn't see Gabby Taylor.
You know, everybody else was ball. Yeah, it was ball after she fouled her on the arm. Then she got ball.
Vinskevich good on the first from the American Consolidated Naturals free throw line.
Yeah, she's their big scorer, so they're going to have to do something that probably they don't do all the time. Get the ball to her as much as they can.
Vinskevich now with 8 points in this Buckeye A championship.
Yeah, with Saunders out, she has to pick up the scoring, but they have to get the ball to her in a good spot.
They also are going to have to see some of these guards now. 4 guards on the court for Union Local step up.
Creek doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Just take your time. I don't want to jinx them, but they haven't turned the ball over very much at all, and that's why they're good. They don't do anything great. They do a lot of things good.
As you mentioned, they're slowing it down. As they do that, they seem to be able to get some more of these open shots.
And there's
like
their open
right
shot.
There.
Ooh, little flat on the shot,
It's going to go back down Union Local's way. That was Gracie Wiley on that shot. Kind of went off the back of the rim. Indian Creek with that 24-20 lead. We got 5:23 remaining here in the third quarter.
And Creek with a little trap here, like a 1-3-1 trap. Again, we're going to try to get him on the sidelines here. Almost got it there, and there's the trap.
Ball did go off a Redskin there, so that will stay with the Jets. Stay off the sidelines, stay out of the corners. Am I learning here?
And they're being aggressive without fouling. That's tremendous.
Good use of the bounce pass there. Union Local able to get it onto their side of the court. No harm and no foul.
Yeah, they got to get Lakin on the block and give her the ball on the block. Right? There she is right there. Give her the ball. There it is.
She's able to draw
do that.
As well.
Do that all day long.
I believe that one's going to go on Kleinsmith.
That's their third. See, and they fouled her twice now. Give her the ball so they can get the bonus.
Maya Martin from the corner.
Good rebound.
Ooh.
Nice rebound. Nice rebound by Riley Sadler. Beautiful.
Okay, they did call a foul on that one. I was trying to see if that was a foul or a jump ball.
Yeah, Creek's guards are doing a great job of rebounding against. A technical. He hurt enough.
Can he get that one on?
Scooter, yeah, that's going to be 2 shots and the ball.
He is none too happy. They send Taylor to the line to take these shots. Good on the first. Coach Tolsda takes a seat.
Yeah, these are, like I say, this is Coach F says is perfect. It's what you want. You want to shoot a lot of fouls, run the clock a little bit. They've jumped out to a 6-point lead. Now these next 4 minutes are important because the fouls are 3 and 3, so you got to be careful. That counts as a personal foul, that technical, so it makes 3 for each, 3 for Union Local. So 2 more fouls and each team will be shooting twice.
And of course, after those shots, Indian Creek does get to keep the ball. See if they can't add to those additional 2 points. That was beautiful.
That was a forced shot and it went in. Here comes the trap.
Union Local able to get through that defense.
See if they can get the ball down to Lakin on the block.
Indian Creek with their biggest lead of the day, 8 points.
Good drive right
nice
here.
Drive there. That was Delaney Butler. Really nice drive there by the senior guard.
Got to be. Creek has to help on that. She beat it, Gabby, but the other girls have to step in.
Now we'll see if Indian Creek just kind of takes their time, or if it looks like they might try to go for it.
Oh, they have to take good shots. That's all. Good shots.
Oh, I thought Wiley might have a wide open one there, but they closed in pretty fast.
Nice
Good
pass.
cut there from Wiley.
Yeah, good job.
It's tough to get. She's
Good job of
not
coming
real
out.
tall.
Yeah. No, she would have got swatted. She did the right thing.
As somebody similarly sized,
Beautiful.
I understand that.
Beautiful.
And they are going to get the charge call. They will get that on Ellie Greenwood. Now the fourth of the quarter for Union Local. Fourth foul of the quarter.
It was a good pass, but a better defensive play.
Oh yeah, she was standing up.
Yeah.
That is Riley Sadler, good on the first run from the American Consolidated Natural Resources free throw line.
Yeah, where that line's underneath, if you're in that curve underneath where it's on the floor, you can't get a charge standing in there. You shouldn't. That's why they put it in there. Because you got to allow the girl to go up. You can't get under her. That's why they put that in. So if you're outside that line, you can get that charge. But inside it, you shouldn't get it. That's why it was put in.
2 for 2 for Riley Sadler. 8-point lead for Indian Creek. 3:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Union Local trying to get something done on offense. As we mentioned, one of their top scorers, Mira Saunders, went down with an injury earlier in this one. Lakin Vinskovich with the drive.
Another good play on
loses
defense.
The ball.
They got a foul, I believe, but it was actually a good play. They stepped in. Oh, yeah, they turned it over.
I think they might have called the kick.
I'd like to see that again. The kick has to be intentional. If you're dribbling a ball and you kick it accidentally, that's not a turnover. It has to be intentional. I'm not sure what happened there.
May have went off of her, too.
Yeah. I think
the ball did go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. Little trap here by the Jets. Creek moves the ball down. Beautiful passing to the corner.
Kick it out to Sadler.
Ooh. Well, you don't want to foul that far away from the hoop. 90 feet away, she's not going to shoot.
So now you got 4 fouls.
Yeah, we're getting close to the bonus here.
I think we had more this quarter than we did the whole first half.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We talk about it,
and to me, it favors the team who's ahead, because you're going to get free throws. Every time they foul, you're going to go to the line with the lead.
Because Gracie Wiley got a hand on the ball in that one.
Good feisty defense there.
That's
my
feisty.
favorite word. Oh, nice back cut. Beautiful.
Fantastic play.
Backdoor cut. The defender turned her head, went right behind her. That's why they call it the back door. Went right behind her.
That was Allie Kellaway on the finish there.
Yeah.
I think that is the fastest we've seen a possession
Yeah.
for Indian Creek this
Another
entire
careless
day.
foul.
That's an over the back.
And that'll be a 2-shot foul.
Still 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, 2 shots.
Yeah, that's their 5th foul of the quarter.
Yeah, Coach F didn't want that.
Did we even see 5 fouls in the whole first half?
No,
total?
I don't think we saw. No, we didn't.
Take a look in the WVU Medicine replay.
Yeah, it was a careless foul over the top. You can't foul 90 feet away from,
That was a fantastic cut on that last play, as you
good.
saw. WVU Medicine leading healthcare here and everywhere. Now cutting it down to just a 5-point lead. Vinskovich is able to get the rebound on that one, so ball will stay with Union Local. Kick out.
Boom.
Goes to Delaney Butler, and you just went from an 8-point lead to a 2-point lead. Quick swing of momentum in this one.
They're stepping up with Saunders being out. They've stepped up great. That's why they only got 1 loss. And there's both teams playing exceptional. There's another steal.
Getting those hands in there. That was a good press. Vinskovich kicks it out.
Boom.
Oh, wow.
Here they come.
That was Kellaway on that one. And after being down by 8 points about a minute ago,
And they've
the
turned
Jets now have a 1-point lead.
They've turned this around really quick.
Very good. That's what I love about basketball. That momentum can swing so fast.
And a timeout by Coach F.
Coach F takes the timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll be back with more third quarter action here in 90 seconds.
My name is Mike Scheel, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon with WVU Medicine at Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So we have a unique opportunity here at Reynolds to work with the ROSA surgical robot. The results have been amazing. We can really predict what your alignment is going to be, what your tracking is going to be, what your range of motion is going to look like before we ever cut you. The results for patients have been outstanding.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
News 9's Jeff Exline is more than the Ohio Valley's weather expert. He's also passionate about cooking.
We're cooking up a storm.
Now you can see a different side of Jeff, cooking up a storm on the WTOV 9 YouTube channel. A video podcast series where Jeff takes you on culinary adventures for easy and delicious dishes, special guests, fun and entertainment. WTOV 9 is cooking up a storm on the WTOV 9 YouTube channel. Sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
We have seen a big momentum swing here in the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. Union Local down by 8 points at about the 3-minute mark, now at the 122 with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, now you're finding out why both of these teams are number one, number two. You can see it. It should be an even game, and even with Saunders being out, that shows you the depth of Union Local, that they can grab this lead without her.
Oh yeah, you've seen people like Allie Callaway and Maya Martin, Delaney Butler really stepping up. They're usually more known for their defense than their scoring.
They had a little run there. Let's see if Creek can respond. Nice pass. There you go.
Very nice. Oh no.
That's what can't happen. You do everything right and miss the shot.
That did go off Union Local, though, so it will stay with Indian Creek.
Creek going to do their out-of-bounds play. Let's see if Gabby gets the ball in the corner when she throws it in. See if she goes to the corner.
Got to go out top of the key to Cadence Walker. Didn't really see anything open in there.
Nope. Barely got the ball in.
It seems like the Union Local offense has really ignited their defense.
Right, they're playing. They jacked it up, you can see.
50 seconds left in this third quarter here.
Creek you can't be taking bad shots. Do what you've done the whole game. That's what they're doing. Look at their offense. Everybody's running. Everybody's moving.
And this is when they've seen the most success. The longer they hold the ball, the more
keep moving. And he dribbled into three girls and lost the ball.
Yes. They get it up to Vinskovich. She decides to pull up.
She passes it up.
Picks it out.
And bang.
Oh.
These guards are terrorizing Creek right now.
Ellie Greenwood. She came in when Amira Saunders went down and has done a really nice job.
And another steal by Rowley. What are we going to call? Jump ball?
I think they called a foul. And it looks like Cadence Walker may have taken a shot to the mouth there. Yeah, she holding her face.
Yeah, it's Creek ball and a jump
ball. We're going to take a look.
Yeah, she got whacked pretty good.
WVU Medicine replay. Oh, yeah, she got an elbow right to the nose. That got to hurt.
She got a WWE move right across her lips.
Unintentionally. This was an RKO out of nowhere.
14 seconds. Let's see if Creek can get a hoop here to calm everything down. Nice pass. They did.
They're able to find an open shot there from Riley Sadler. 2 seconds remaining.
She got a foul.
Shot is short, and we are heading into the fourth quarter with a tight one. Union Local with the 34-32 lead. Fourth quarter will decide our Buckeye 8 champion. We'll be back in just a few.
At American Consolidated Natural Resources, every team member plays a vital role in our operation. We are a company where leadership listens, hard work is recognized, and career growth is part of the plan. You're not just starting a job, you're building a future that helps power communities across the nation. With strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Apply online today, and let's get to work.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and flooding. Stay one step ahead by downloading the WTOV weather app. Plus, you can always stream News 9 and the Severe Weather Team live. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere. The Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops is sponsored by Bordas & Bordas, WVU Medicine, American Consolidated Natural Resources, The Health Plan, and Presley Hearing Center.
Well, I hope you've got your popcorn popped at home because we are settling in for what's going to be a very interesting fourth quarter. Union Local with a 34-32 lead over Indian Creek in this Buckeye 8 Girls Championship, and a lot of momentum swings, a lot of lead changes, but this has been a good game throughout, Reg.
Yeah, just what we wanted in a championship game, down to the wire.
Union Local will have the ball to start this fourth quarter. As I mentioned, a 2-point lead there. Ooh, Delaney Butler, she had herself a good third quarter. Is trying to,
There's a rebound by Lakin, and she got fouled.
So we do go back down to 0 fouls because of the new quarter. So that was Cadence Walker's third. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Lakin's picked up the pace. He has 8 now 9. Doing a good job rebounding. And they have to look for her, but they've been getting threes from their guards, which is enormous.
Oh, big time.
Because when you go out to guard the guards, she's wide open.
Vinskovich goes 2 for 2 from the American Consolidated Natural Resources free throw line. And as you mentioned, these guards needing to step up big, especially in the absence of Amira Saunders, who plays such a huge role in this offense.
They've switched the whole game. They were down 8, now they're up 4, and within 5 minutes. They had a beautiful run there. Let's see if Creek can respond.
Well, we've also seen just really suffocating defense on both sides.
Yep.
As you can see, Union Local really starting to press full court here. They picked that up about midway through the third quarter.
Another turnover.
It's going to be Vinskovich. She
nice
dishes.
Pass.
Oh, nice
and
move there. Oh, can't get the finish. That was Allie Calloway.
Beautiful pass.
See if they can get it
Good.
on this end. That's Gracie Kleinsmith.
John Nisa, my old coach, girls coach, he said girls coming to a jump stop is so important rather than running through. And that's what she did there. She came to a 2-foot jump stop. The opponent went by her and she laid it in.
2-point ball
Lakin.
game. Oh, I was going to say.
She'll go to a foul again.
Seemed like a delayed call. I was like, they not going to call that. She took a hand to the face, literally.
And she got wrapped. Ooh, man.
These girls are
man.
taking some hits today.
I hope they got their mouth guards in.
I know.
Man.
My God, this makes my nose hurt.
Well, let's see if Lakin, she's doing so far, making these fouls down the stretch. Now 11 points. She's the leader in the game.
Yep, she's doing really well for Union Local, and she does connect on 2 of 2 from the American Consolidated Natural Resources free throw line. You can apply today at acnrinc.com.
Creek doesn't have to get it. They're down 4. They don't have to get it back real quick. Just take your time, try to get a bucket. That's all.
Look at this defense.
They got to get it down. The clock's running.
Able to,
and they lose it.
Oh, man,
that's big.
Somebody got a hand in there at the last second. Allie Calloway gets the feed, and she finishes. Now a 6-point lead for Union Local. We have not seen this kind of lead for Union Local in this
It's a
game.
different team out here in the second half. Playing much more aggressive.
You know, I kind of thought Scooter Tolsta's team might get the other team fired up, but it seems to have had the opposite effect. Union Locals been playing out of their minds since that happened.
Oh, lately, yeah. It's tough to make a cross-court pass.
She knew it too.
Yeah.
You could see it on her face.
Yeah, I think Scooter had something to say at halftime because they're a different team.
Scooter toes, though.
They're a different time. Yeah, he hasn't put his hands on his head one time in the second half. I can watch him.
Maybe that's why they got him on the tee. They just said you got to chill with that.
And if you notice, after the
technical, he wants to get up too low.
After the technical, they played a lot better.
Yes, that did have a firing up effect. Should I say.
The girls see him get a technical. They say, "Hey, he cares."
Did get a foul call here on that one.
Yeah, Creek will throw it in, getting down to where they don't want us to get up to any more than an 8 to 10 point deficit. They still have plenty of time. Just take your time, try to get a good shot. That's all.
Yeah, got 6 minutes remaining in this game, and anything can happen. We saw it in the third quarter. Anything can swing in that amount of time.
Good tough defense.
I was going to say, Ellie Greenwood is
aggressive.
Yeah, feisty, Rich. She's feisty.
She's feisty. Yeah.
Riley Sadler almost had an open shot there in the corner, but Delaney Butler was able to close fast.
Now they're playing good defense. You don't have to get a three here.
Just want to try to at least
take your time and try to get a hoop.
Maybe try to draw a foul.
Try to get a hoop.
There's good defense there from Vinskovich, she said. That was Butler with the rebound, brings it back down the court. They try to get it into Vinskovich.
Nice kick out.
There, yeah.
Good passing. 3 good passes in a row.
Maya Martin thought about that one.
Trying to get Lakin on the block. Got her a little bit in the corner. Just bring it out. Take her time. That's it.
Oh, nice feed. Oh, she was wide open too. The ball goes off the Jets, coming back down Indian Creek's way with just under 5 minutes to go in this one.
Both teams are so well disciplined. They're taking good shots. They're not taking wild shots. You know, hook shots from the corner, fall away jumpers.
I think it also helped. I mean, the defense. Yeah. They're not allowing any crazy shots right now. Good move getting it back down the court from Indian Creek.
See if Creek can hit one of these.
Maya Martin gets the rebound off that missed shot. We got 4.5 minutes remaining here in this Buckeye 8, at least in regulation, though I shouldn't speak that much.
Let's see if Creek can get a hoop here. Yeah, they do.
Gracie Klein-Smith
on the stick
gets 2 more, and we're going to get a timeout from Indian Creek. We're going to take our own timeout. 4.5 minutes remaining in this one. It's a good one. We'll be.
I'm Jamie.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change
in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas & Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas & Bordas, fighting for justice.
Bordas & Bordas High School Hoops. This is the Buckeye 8 Girls Championship, and it has been an excellent one so far. Union Local with the 40-36 lead with just about 4.5 minutes remaining in this one. And I would say defense has really been kind of the name of this game.
Got 40-36, low-scoring game. Probably where Creek wants it. Careless foul there. That's the 4th foul on the Redskins. One more. They're going to put Union Local at the line for 2.
And they did get that one on Riley Sadler. That is her 4th. So definitely something to keep an eye on here the next few minutes. Sadler has 4, and I want to say Cadence Walker has 3.
That was only the team's 3rd foul. Lakin, good pass. You know, she can do a lot of damage down there, not only scoring but passing. She's trying to post up. She's trying to post up if they can get her the ball.
Sadler's done an excellent job on her today, too.
Yeah, she's face guarding her now. There she gets the ball now. She should go up. And
as we said, Sadler has to be careful.
Once she gets, once she gets the ball, boy, she has a move. She can go right or left.
And that's something last year they said about Riley Sadler. She is usually guarding the opposition's best post player. So sure enough, they call that foul on Ellie Greenwood there.
That's the team's 2nd, so they're still okay.
Greenwood now with 3 fouls of her own. 3:41 remaining in this one. 42-36. Union Local with the lead. Rematch of last year's game, which Indian Creek won by 4 points. So we're seeing another close one here today, Rich.
Yeah, it's getting down to that time where each possession is golden. You got to score. You got to try to score on every one. Because if you don't, it takes time off the clock for the team that's winning. Gabby with a tough shot.
Tough shot that goes back to Lakin.
There goes Lakin.
They got some numbers. She's going to take it herself.
And make it, yeah.
And gets that shot. Now an 8-point lead for Union Local. 3:10 remaining in the game.
She has stepped up big time. 16 points.
This defense, this press, you have seen a real change once the press kind of came into play for Union Local here. Taylor's fun to watch. She's got excellent ball handling skills. I've been really enjoying watching her. Cadence Walker, usually the team's leading scorer, looking to get something going. Tough pass inside. Delaney Butler gets hands on that, and ball goes back to Union Local.
I tell you, their defense in the second half really stepped up. There's a pass to Lakin. She should have this. There it is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Can't stop her. Can't stop her. And with
now 18 points on the day for her, a 10-point lead for the Jets.
And Sadler with 4 fouls, she has to let her go.
They did hit Vinskovich with a foul there. That's only her 2nd.
Team's 3rd. Both teams only with 3 fouls. They still have 2 to give.
2:20 left. There is going to be a timeout taken by Union Local. As we mentioned, quite a swing in this one in the 3rd quarter. I mean, at the 3:30 mark of the 3rd quarter, Indian Creek was up by 8 points. And it was like a flip switch for Union Local, who just has been on a tear since then. Now a 10-point lead in this game.
Well, when Scooter got the technical, it lit a fuse.
You always think that's going to help the other team, and it's I swear, your players see that, and that fires them up.
Yeah. And ever since then, man, their defense has been swarming.
And then we do want to mention, I saw a few comments, people asking if we have any updates about Amira Saunders, who went out with an injury. We have not gotten an update yet. She has not come back out on the bench. As we mentioned, she went out in the first half with what looked like a leg injury, could not put any weight on it. So we are trying to see what we can find out there. But Amira Saunders out in this one. Ellie Greenwood, the sophomore guard, has done a really nice job stepping in the guards. Lakin Vinskovich has the points, but the guards' play has been a huge factor.
She would have got to have her guards. When they were struggling, those guards hit a couple threes that kept them in the game. And now they've opened up a 10-point lead. They're going to be tough to catch.
If there's somebody who can do it, though, it is Indian Creek. They have done a nice job in this game.
There's another steal. There she is again.
Vinskovich has turned it up to another level.
There she got it.
And she gets it to fall.
Man.
That now gives her 20
points. She's taken over. Almost willed them to go ahead and win this game.
12-point lead, just under 2 minutes as Indian Creek looks to cut into that.
Now Creek's going to have to hit a three somewhere along the line.
Speed up the offense a little bit. That's Cadence Walker. That one short as it goes back into the hands of Union Local, who I can imagine probably just wants to slow things down.
Yeah, Union Local, run some time off the clock. You don't have to score, you're winning. You don't have to shoot. Just keep passing the ball and moving.
And at this point, there is still a foul to give before they shoot,
yeah.
so you will likely see a foul come up here at
if
some
I'm
point.
Union local, I'm not shooting anything but a layup.
There you go. There's number 4. Foul number 4. That's 4 on Cadence Walker
one more
as well.
and they go to the line, yeah. And now Creek's at a spot where you hate to do it, but you have to foul. Try to pick out a girl maybe who's not their best foul shooter. You don't want to foul Lakin.
No,
But you have to foul. You have to foul for 2 reasons: to get them to the foul line and to stop the clock. You just can't let them run the offense for a minute 16. You got to go foul them at this point. It's a 12-point deficit.
Yeah, because if I'm Union local, I'm not shooting the ball. I'm just throwing this as much as I can.
And they're doing a good job. They're very well schooled. They're running their delay offense. They pass it, they come out. You can just see what they're doing.
1 minute left. Team is clapping. The fans are up clapping. They feel like this Buckeye championship is in their hands. 50 seconds remaining in this one. A 12-point lead for Union local.
This is what I like. They're very well coached. They know what to do. You don't see a girl taking a 20-footer. All layups or nothing. They'll kick it out. Even if you're open, don't shoot. Run the clock. The time is your friend now. Run it off.
30 seconds left. Just a different team in the last 12 minutes of this game than we saw in the first half. Lakin Vinskovich stepping up big on the scoring charts with 20 points, but the guards, after Amira Saunders went down with injury, the 4 guards have just played
I would say, Jamie, a total team effort.
Absolutely.
I mean, Lakin had the points, but the other girls did a great job.
Absolutely. You got your
And
teammates to clear that up for you as the clock ticks to 0. Union Local will be your 20-25-26 Buckeye 8 champions with a 48-36 win over Indian Creek. A little revenge after a loss in this game to Indian Creek last season. Lakin Vinskovich, your leading scorer, finishes the day with 20 points for the Jets as they grab the Buckeye 8 championship. We are going to take a quick break. When we get back, we'll take a look back at some of the biggest plays from throughout the afternoon.
When the weather takes a turn for the worse, you need a severe weather expert to help you prepare. From weeks ahead to a moment's notice, Severe Weather Team 9 is everywhere, working to keep you safe. Tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, and flooding. Stay one step ahead by downloading the WTOV weather app. Plus, you can always stream News 9 and the Severe Weather Team live. When the weather takes a turn for the worse, your Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere. It's time to get up, to rise, to wake up with the Ohio Valley's most watched morning show, News 9 Sunrise.
We're everywhere, working to make your mornings easier.
Everywhere, keeping you informed and connected and helping keep you and your family safe.
Stay weather aware everywhere with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline.
Get all the important local information that could impact your day with the News 9 and Severe Weather Team 9 apps.
You hear us say it all the time, but it's true.
News 9 Sunrise is everywhere, making a difference for you.
They're your neighbor, coworker, or significant other, quietly inspiring, coaching, and lending a helping hand. News 9's Hannah's Heroes. These heroes deserve to be recognized, and I get to tell you about them. Scan the QR code on your screen to nominate special individuals making a big difference in our community. And then be sure to watch News 9 Wednesdays at 5 and 10 p.m. to see Hannah's Hero of the Week.
Sponsored by Trinity Health System.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change.
In an instant, the Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare.
Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your futurecast.
Use Follow Me tracking to know exactly how the weather will affect you right where you are.
Every day, every season, every condition on every platform. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today and be prepared before weather threatens.
Bordas and Bordas High School hoops. Bordas and Bordas fighting for justice as Union Local grabs a 48-36 win here at the Buckeye 8 Girls Championship. As you can see, they got the trophy. Everybody's getting t-shirts. And the MVP of the game, I think no surprise to anybody, was senior Lakin Vinskovich. Finished the day with 20 points and really just came up huge, especially after the injury to Amira Saunders.
Yes, she did, but I think it was a total team effort. They jacked up their defense, and they limited Indian Creek to a few shots in the second half. And after the technical, man, they were all buzzed up, and great credit to them. Great credit to Indian Creek for their game, and I can send our well wishes to Saunders. To hope she's okay.
And of course, this is the Buckeye Championship. Still a lot of games to be played, and this was going to be big, especially when you look at OVACs. With the win, Union Local will very, very likely get a home game in OVACs, and that's, at this time of the year, that's huge.
And these teams may play again. You never know. Down the road.
Yes, as you can see, we always love a good shot of everybody kissing the basketball. And Rich, I mean, the defenses, I think that is definitely something we need to mention in this game.
That's why one team has 1 loss and one team has 2 losses. They're the elite teams in the Valley.
All right, so once again, congratulations to Union Local, your Buckeye 8 champions with a 48-36 win over Indian Creek. I'm Jamie Baker. Rich Donnelly, thank you for joining me. Thank you to all of our sponsors for the day. We'll be back here next Saturday. I won't be, but you will be for the boys Buckeye 8 championship.
Great working with you, Jamie.
Great working with you. Everybody have a great weekend. Be safe.